The unconscious people of this fucking world will always try to dim your lights or take away your lights. Not always because it's out of malice, not because they're trying to ruin your energy. It's not sabotage in some ways, it's not. But because they don't know any better. But unconscious sabotage is still sabotage. And this episode is only for people who are tired of being dragged down. I know what it feels like to have that negative downward pull. I'm going to give you tips on how to cut it out. If you can relate to the message, keep listening. If not, cut it off now. This is Stay Sunder with Kenzo. There's a force most of us know, but rarely ever name. And I feel like that's a downward pull. It's the only way for me to describe what it feels like. It feels like a downward pull. It's the offhanded joke that people make, and it makes you doubt. It's the friends, the people around you that sometimes shrug when you try. If you're working, it could be a colleague who writes an idea as soon as you leave the room, almost to make it seem like you don't know what you're talking about. It's small, it's steady, but steady corrodes slowly. Most of the time, people actually aren't trying to hurt you. They're scared, they're bored, or they're stuck, and they project, because life is a mirror. Life is full of the mirror effect. For anyone who doesn't know what that means, it means your perspective on how you see things is all your perspective. How you receive information, it doesn't necessarily mean that's what the person was trying to say, but it's a reflection of how you receive that information. It's all a mirror effect. If you're objective enough to stay clear enough to keep your mind calm, you can analyze the situation objectively rather than projecting onto that. But most people don't do that. Most people project however they feel about themselves. When someone mentions something slightly related to that, they automatically think that person's trying to say something about them. And it's like, bro, this is never about you, it's always about me. But you took it that way because there's something in you that isn't right. It's like the thing when people say if it doesn't apply, let it fly. I already know. I'm not saying it doesn't apply, let it fly. I think that's a saying, but it's literally that, and that has its whole meaning. But when people say shit like that, it's like, bro, if this doesn't apply to you, why are you so hurt by this statement? You know? And it also goes the other way around. Sometimes people say certain things because they're projecting onto you how they feel about themselves, which is why you can't take a lot of things personally. They see what you're doing, and it reminds people of how they feel about themselves. And it's the fear. So unconsciously, they try to drag you down because it's safer for them to drag you down than for them to confront the truth about themselves. Do you know anyone, do you have any stories of when someone tried to make you feel like you were too much, you were doing too much? I know that people, I know a few listeners out here that listen to me. And I know these people, so I know that they have definitely faced this of someone trying to tell them they're doing way too much, or they need to relax, or why are you even thinking about that? Like, what makes you think you're capable of doing this? And it's like, bro, the thing is, because you're already dreaming so big, you already have those doubts in your mind already. Like, am I sure about this? It doesn't help when someone around you say some bullshit like that. Like, it doesn't help the situation. But if you're a stubborn person, which like I am, you still keep doing you. But you remember what they say. It's like, fuck, man. Like, and that's the thing, the most vulnerable nights, because it's like, was this person right? They never rise. These bombs are never fucking rise. Never forget that. Unfortunately. Like, for me to call them bombs, I mean, you know? They make little macro comments that shrink you. Chronic one-upping, gaslighting jokes, excuses for when you ask for help. The people who always cancel. If you feel lighter after somebody leaves, that's the major red flag. how you feel, how your body feels, how your body interacts with you. It's all a message. It's all part of it. It's all part of you. If you feel lighter, if you feel better, if you feel like you can finally breathe when you're not speaking to someone, or when someone doesn't, you don't see someone's name pop on your fucking phone, that's a sign that you need to get the fuck away from this person. And they usually, to me, they usually approach it love first. And then shortly after, you're like, oh, for fuck's sake, this is why I don't like this person. And that's usually how it goes down for me. I can't say, bruh. Oh my God. Anyway, this isn't about shaming you. Often we let the people do it because being liked is safe, because we've been taught to observe discomfort. And we've been taught to take it in. We've been taught to, maybe I'm bugging, maybe I'm thinking too much into this. And it's like, nah, like you're right. Your first instinct was right. Your intuition is right. Your intuition is always fucking right. This person is weird. But you keep tolerating that shit because you don't feel like it's intentional. But whether it's not, like, all that matters is the action and what they do. And it's like, you know what? After a while, it's like, bruh, even if this is not what you're on, I actually don't care. But it's something about your energy that's just so fucking off. I don't know if you're being used. I believe very strongly in energy and signs. I don't know if you're being used to try to drag me down to this fucking place I don't want to be in. But whatever it is, like, you have to take your crap and go. You have to take your nonsense and get the fuck out, man. Like, there's something about those kinds of people. They're the kind of people that never have anything. They never message you with anything positive. There's always something negative to try to remind you of something. It's like, bro, what are you doing right now, man? What the fuck are you doing right now? I hate people that remember you when it comes to something negative. That's usually when you see their eyes open up. There's just so much joy in their face. Like, oh my God, yo, I was like, yo, oh my Lord, man. And again, I remind you, because I've said it so many times, so many different episodes, this is most of the world. This is a treacherous world we live in. I'm not trying to be dark or anything. It's just the facts. Like, this is a treacherous world we live in. You could have done nothing to anyone, but there still will be those group of people that, like, they just feel the need to try and, like, humble you. I've never gotten that obsession with trying to humble me. Why? What do you gain? Okay, like, what do you gain from trying to humble me? What do you gain from me being down or being grounded? Like, why does my mindset have to be where yours is at? Like, if I believe I'm a god, like, who the fuck are you to try and tell me I'm nuts? Why don't you focus on your problems and your bummy life? Why do they feel the need to try and force you to see things that way? That you must be here with us. It's like, no one is stopping you from changing your life or your mindsets. So why do you feel the need to drag other people down? It's just so fucking frustrating. And again, you can't avoid these people because it's most of the world. But you can't minimize your contact with them, which one I'm going to talk about later. I minimize your contact with these bums. And until they change their lives, they're bums. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I didn't make the rules. That's just how it goes. The fix starts when you notice you're tolerating the motion of being small. When the worst starts to become true, and he starts to shrink just to be safe. So you don't want to feel like you have that target on your back. You don't want to feel like people are kind of like saying things about you. It's like, bro, like, if you see yourself doing that, it's a good thing because you know you're fucking up with these people around you. But it's a bad thing if you're shrinking yourself for the approval of people who don't matter. People are going to come through this earth and die. What are we going to do there? We're just breath and dust, man. That's all we are, right? But some people manage to turn their life into a meaningful existence, while most don't. And to the most, it's like, bro, fair enough to you, man. You do you. But to the people who care enough to leave a mark on earth, I'm not saying it's going to be here for 1,000 years, but to leave a mark while they're here and afterwards, you have to get away from these kind of people, man. I go back to like the Red Bull episode I released, and I listened to the Founders podcast recently, and they're talking about the Red Bull guy again, and one of his quotes again was, every once in a while he goes out just to remind himself of what he's not missing out on. It's like, I feel him completely. I feel him completely. You go out, you meet people, and you meet so many more bums, man. So many more jokers, guys that have no fucking clue. You meet so many more fools. And it's like, bro, like, what exactly is the hype about this whole shit? For me to mix and dance with people that, like, bro, what is the fucking point? So we fucking weirdos, bro. Absolute fucking weirdos. That's what most of these people are. Weirdos. Weirdos. So I like that coming from, I like what he said. It's like, bro, this is overrated. It's the same thing I listened to Memphis Bleak, and he was just talking about how they asked him about, like, I think Shannon Sharp interview, and they asked him, what advice do you have to young people out here that are trying to make their way, whatever. And he goes, listen, if you're a young guy trying to make it out there, man, forget about the girls, man. Chase your money. And I mean, there were a lot of guys, a little older guys say that. But that's the facts, bro. Like, there's been so much time chasing these people that, like, are just trying to destroy your life at the same time, trying to project whatever trauma they've experienced as well. And I see my plastic guys as well, not just like girls. There's a few plastic guys that are going nowhere who feel like, okay, I see a girl who's settled. She's doing something with her life. She's going somewhere. And here comes this nigga trying to fuck up whatever emotion you have, or whatever plans you have, and trying to add some bullshit into your life. It's like, what that? The concept of trapping women. It's like, you get her pregnant just to kill whatever movement she has, or momentum she's building up, and it's like, bro, you just slowed her down for what purpose? Like, what exactly are you trying to do here? Why do you feel the need to do this? Like, the people you spend your time with is so important. I can't explain, exaggerate, or emphasize that enough. It's so important. For some people, they can afford to make that mistake. For some other people, you literally one time and that's it. You're down a whole new path that you never signed up for, and it's like, fuck, what was I thinking? So you're gonna have to build some boundaries, which is the point of this episode. You're going to have to build some boundaries. The point of the episode for me to speak about building boundaries, and also like to rant about these fucking people. I can't stand them. One, you have to name the behavior out loud. Whatever these people are doing, whatever it is that you're doing, like, you have to talk about it. You have to name it. Two, you have to short circuit the dynamic with a concrete boundary. Like, once someone starts something you don't like, you have to check them, or you have to leave. One or the other. You can't continue. You can't absorb it. You can't feel it and be like, maybe I'm bugging. Maybe I should tolerate it. Like, fuck them, bro. Like, not enough people are saying fuck you anymore. That's the problem. I mean, including, I'm not telling no people fuck you anymore. And that's a major issue. It's like, some people need to be reminded that, like, yo, fuck you. And again, I don't mean to be like so graphic or whatever, to use so many swear words, but it's just important for me to emphasize just how useless these people are, and why you need to get away from them as soon as possible. Reduce your exposure to these clowns. Go low contact when necessary. Disappear. Just disappear. Focus on your life and your business, man. Forget about everything else. Check in with yourself. The self-reflection and inventory is so important to figure out who you are as a person and where you're going and how you feel. Remove the morning scroll, your plans, your calendar. Don't argue with people about being unconscious. Don't argue with people who have no clue what's going on. Don't argue with people who can't see the truth of the world. There are people out here that are still struggling to see just how spiritual the world is. And that's on one level. There are other people out here who don't even understand the systems that have been built in place. They're so stuck in the programming. I watched The Matrix for the first time recently, and I was watching, I was like, damn, like, the truth is, even if people knew the truth about the world and how the systems worked and how everything's intertwined to create this illusion of people that are living in, it doesn't really change anything. How many people will still be happy to continue the Matrix? Like, guys will still be guys. Guys don't want to leave because now the power is in your hands, and it's like, how many people actually want the power in their hands to create their lives? It's like, they would much rather you just tell them how to live their lives. They would much rather you tell them how to spend every single dying second of their lives. They don't want that autonomy. They don't want the power to have to decide, okay, now it's in my hands. If I do fuck up, it's on me. If I do well, it's on me as well. It's like, but the thoughts of messing up is so much scarier to them than succeeding. That's like, bro, like just give me the average life so I know I can be okay. And that's the thinking of most people again. So like, and maybe I'm being pessimistic here. I don't know, but I feel that's just what I see. So maybe that's my perspective. I may be wrong. Your perspective may be different than mine. Maybe you're surrounded by a lot more people that see the truth in the world and are willing to change it. If that's you, man, please reach out. Please reach out, man. Please reach out so big. But that's how I see it right now. I'm like, wow. And I speak to them and I'm like, damn, like they can sense that something is wrong. But that's where they stop. It's like an imaginary wall that they don't believe they can get past. Like something about it doesn't feel right and they're not happy. But it's like, it is what it is. I'm like, no, it's not that way, bro. If you want to change it, you can't change it. It's going to take some time to change it, but surely you can change it. Surely you can change it. No one is stopping you from living the life you want over time. Like, even if it takes you 40 years to get there, as long as you get there, that's what that matters. If someone systematically breaks you down, that's no pushback. That's abuse. Form a plan. Protect yourself. Create an exit strategy. Find your allies. Find your safety first. Just survive first. Don't think about it. Don't even think about this episode for too long with the survival mode. Just survive. And once you have a little time to breathe, make your plan and execute. Straight execution. Forget about everything else and everyone. Execute your plan. That's being put to them, they can survive and more, because everybody has those thoughts and hands, but how many people actually act on those thoughts and hands? That's the difference. Whatever it is that they're facing, that's their fucking problem. That's not your business. So why did they feel the need to go out of their way to make it your problem? Your work is to keep rising. Your work is to keep flying. Your work is to go as high as possible in the world. Your work is to ignore as many people and focus on your target. They're going to watch you fall. They're going to watch you cry sometimes. They're going to watch you bang your head against the wall. They're going to watch you fail. It's all fine. Let them talk. Let them comment on whatever they want to say. Let them see what they want to say. Let them do whatever they want to do. Your only job is to fly. And at a certain point, you will fly. And when you do, you're going to escape the noise. You're going to escape all these people. And then your next target is to fly even higher. But once you do it, you make it clear that it's possible. Refuse the gravitational field and rise with precision. You are allowed to outgrow the people who taught you how to be small. You are allowed to outgrow the people who taught you how to be small. You don't owe your emotional safety to someone who keeps choosing its absence. People will try to fit you into their comfort. Don't let someone's fear of your growth decide your limits. You can't let the world decide how big you get. Don't apologize for occupying space. Set the line. Walk away when they don't respect it. Rare is the man who questions not only the world, but also himself. He will not settle for easy answers. He seeks truth, and in that pursuit, he is both danger and gift to his time. When you carry the burden of consciousness heavier than most, you are pulled by opposites, the core of the spirit and the demands of the world, and your task is to integrate them, to make your life a symbol of wholeness. You shouldn't be content in living in the shadows of the herd. You should push against it, even when it costs you yourself. The suffering is not weakness, but the raw material from which greatness is forged. You're meant to walk into the world as though each moment is a canvas, desperate to paint it with meaning. Others fear the fire, but you live inside it. That's as rare. Thank you for listening to my my rants, and I hope you relate to this and you learned a few things from this. This is Stay Sunder.